Good morning. It is a beautiful day here in North Carolina. And today I'm going to talk about what I do when I go to enter a fine art photo contest. What kind of steps I take, what decisions I make when I decide to enter a photo into a fine art photo contest. So come along and enjoy this adventure. So you're thinking about doing a fine art show. So a fine art show for me would be you go print an image, you put it in a frame, and you bring it to a gallery and you have a competition and somebody comes by and judges it. And these can be a lot of fun to do. Actually, there's going to be a reception with this. It's a great place to talk to people, other photographers, and show your art there. And I always say to people, tell me what you honestly feel about this image here. And I got to tell you, if somebody says that to me, and I don't volunteer that, but if somebody says, what do you think of this image here? I always tell them the truth. I'm kind about it. I don't try to tear the person down. I'll just maybe give a suggestion, or I'll say, you know, I really like that photo. I think that's a really good photo, and you can be really positive with people. You don't have to say anything negative, but I really like going to these receptions, talking to other artists, and that's one of the reasons why I do these competitions. But I also want to win them. Now, this competition here is not a lot of money on the table here. I believe first prize is $100, third prize is $75, $50, and then $30. And they hire a judge to do the competition. So you're not going to get rich doing this, but this can be a lot of fun to do here. So this is a small art contest. So a small art contest means that you can't have a frame bigger than 32 inches, which means you don't have a lot of real estate for having a photo in here. Now, this is the frame and mat that I'm going to use. And you might be thinking to yourself, why don't I use the entire frame instead of putting a mat in here? And the reason why I don't, and what my thinking is I'm kind of leaning into that small art competition thing. I'm going to have the 8x10 image in here with this big mat in here, and that big mat is kind of going to isolate the image and have it in the center. And with that thinking, I was thinking, well, I don't want to have a landscape photo because you just won't have the detail. So an image like this would be lost in an 8x10 image. It just wouldn't be as powerful. And I think that's one thing that I was thinking. So I decided to go with a Sanderling walking on the beach. And the only thing that's in focus is its eyes, which I really like this image here. And the other image that I really like is this yellow-headed blackbird. Now I have a personal little rule that I have. I try not to enter a photo into multiple contests because I really feel like that doesn't expand my horizons. I want to have my horizons expanded, and that means I have to go through this process every time I do a photo. Matter of fact, this is an image that I won another contest with, and I don't think it would be very rewarding for me to put this in another contest and win it because it really doesn't challenge me at all. So that's what I was doing here. So I got these images here. I got a Sanderling and a Blackbird. I want an individual photo here. And I printed them out. And when I was thinking about this, I said, oh, I'm going to print it out on this Canon semi-gloss paper. That's what I was really leaning towards. But I said, you know, you never just print one of anything because you don't know how things are going to work out, and something could be a little bit better. So while I was looking for this paper, I found this paper. This is a German company makes this. This is made from bamboo. It's a matte paper. Now, to tell you the truth, these pictures are not, they didn't work at all on the matte paper. But I'm glad I did it because it expands my horizon. Another paper I bought, I just recently bought this, was satin paper from Red River. And these images look really good. Satin paper, I would throw that somewhere in the same category as semi-gloss paper. And then one paper that I was really expecting high expectations from was this metallic paper. Now, after I printed these documents out, what I did is I washed this table, laid all my photos out on this table, and then looked at them, and then walked away, came back, looked at them again, walked away, came back and looked again. And I really, really had high expectations for the semi-gloss and the metallic paper. Now, the satin paper, I don't think it would work in this contest. I think satin paper would work if it was a much bigger piece of paper. It's like the matte paper. I think it would work much better if it's bigger paper and more thing. But this image here of the Sanderling looks dramatically different than it does for this semi-gloss, and I'm actually going to go with this image here as the image that's going to be in the competition. But the image of the yellow-headed Blackbird. Looks incredible with this metallic paper. So I think that's what I'm going to go with. And that's my decision process when it comes to these kinds of images here. And I want to just show you what I go through whenever I decide to enter a contest. So I'm hoping this helped you. If you got anything out of this, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to this channel because that really helps us in the YouTube world. Become Patreon supporter. Your support allows us to keep doing this. My name is Sean Leahy. I want to thank you for watching.